Hello, this is episode 2 of Artnite. Uh, I'm going to basically talk about, yeah, my daily drawings from the past month. And this episode will be trying to have fun. Or that's gonna be like the theme, and not really like that specific or anything. This was a Peter Hahn homework. He wanted to like show emotions and everything, and I kind of chose a weird one to do, but yeah, this is what we got. This was I really don't like any of this actually. This looks really bad. It was I think for like Pluvian Grandes' contest or something, but I never completed it because I hated it. So oh well. This is more emotions, cranky, all that. This was from memory. I think I drew like a bat at school, and I thought the bat looked cool, so I drew more bats, and we ended up getting like this muscly bat looking thing. Interesting. Right over here we got some figures, probably from reference. This looks like, yeah, reference. More imagination sketches. I, all of them are very broken, and yeah, that's just how it is though. I'll keep working on that. More emotion stuff from Peter Hahn's character development stuff. I had to try to like make a little story, so I just made this dude about to fight this really tall dude, but like he wins, and he's like surprised. Yeah, yeah, I tried. Okay, I'm sorry. I think these are figures from imagination. Most of these are like usually done during school. You can see there's like a Chun Li drawing right here. Faces, they look really weird. But don't worry, because around the end, they get a little better. Draw a little more consistently, I guess. Yeah, I really try to experiment with the faces here, but it's very hard. It's very hard. More imagination stuff. We got some backs, and we got someone punching, a random weird pose, some butts, and someone with a sword. Notice they're all like naked because I don't know how to draw clothing, so that's something I'll realize later though and try to do more. This was in a bus, and I was basically just, trying to do like life drawing, and I saw this homeless looking person, so I decided to draw him. He had some beats on, so that was fun to draw. I think I was experimenting with like poses in perspective, so I like drew this rotating and everything. Little foreshortened pose right over here too. Man, so one issue I have is drawing heads. Wow, look how like disproportionate it is. It's very, very bad. I think this was Can Louis, 666K character. She's like running and everything, and I was like, oh, I like the pose. So I tried to copy it, except I failed. And yeah, I also watched Cynic's video on pelvic tilts and hips. So I try to draw like those tilts of the pelvis and everything. Yeah, and I did more of that and more of that. Yeah, even more of that. I did so many pelvis drawings. Right over here, I let someone at school use my brush pen, and then he almost broke it, which is unfortunate. But luckily, it's alright. Yeah, it was a nice face. More poses, some Earth World studies right over here, all with the brush pen. I think, yeah, I got the brush pen like this month, so I started like playing around with it a lot. It's just fun. Some more dogs over here. Um, I really suck at drawing though, so I practice that a lot. More figure drawing, yeah, and pelvic stuff. Oh, I think this is like a Tatsumaki page. I thought she looked. I saw her Overwatch skin variant, so I was like, oh, let's draw her, 'cause why not? So I did that. Kind of do like this face. Looks interesting. Eyes are kind of odd, but oh well. More faces. These were obviously from reference. I experimented with drawing the eyes, like without any, I guess, like irises and stuff like that. And it does have like a cool aesthetic to it. I do like it. Um, but whenever I try to fill it in, they look kind of stupid. So I do need to practice more on these. And then I did some from imagination. Right, a little fun to do. They're all like inside a blob and everything. Very weird. More anatomy studies, right? These, I think, most of these were from imagination. This was definitely not from imagination. I just kind of suck at the twist of the torso and everything, but that's something I do need to practice more. More faces. Um, yeah, these were definitely from imagination. As you can tell, there's no hair because I suck at drawing hair, so I know I don't do that from imagination. Again, not really good to do that, but I start to draw hair even from imagination later on. So yeah, the heads are getting better. They're getting a little more consistent in quality. And then I started drawing digitally on my Procreate iPad. And this is fun, right? Just it felt very nice to do it with like a hard brush. Didn't have to really worry about much of the stuff. And this was the beginning of Cynix's class. He wanted us to like draw food or paint food with color feel, really exaggerate the colors and all that stuff. So I did it twice, and I tried my best to exaggerate it. I feel like I just oversaturated some parts, but we learn. More anatomy studies. Arms are. I kind of have like the shape a little memorized, but I still really don't know like any of the muscle connections or anything, so I practice that a lot. I also don't like drawing dicks, so I kind of just do a quick dick and see that. It's kind of funny. um, yeah, we got a weird face, and then we got Mommy the Gaunt over here. Yeah, I decided to draw her because like why not? She's pretty tall, pretty cool, very nice. This looks really bad, but oh well. Um, some poses. I think this was yeah. I think this is either Psycho or Azal, and I try to like draw them without the beard to see what like they look like. It does not look anything like them, but oh well. I drew a self-portrait right over here. I think it looks pretty nice. A capybara right here. I think I was biting my lip a lot, so I decided to just draw something out of blood over here. And then, oh yeah, look, I even drew the blood. That's funny. And this is like a, whatever. I drew some dogs, and this is I think the dog's like name is Cupcake or something. Very nice. Yeah, I tried to draw a baby like from the back, but I really have like since I did this from imagination, which I should definitely use a reference for because it does not look like a baby at all. Ew, like what the hell. But yeah, you can see Princess is like, dang, look, it's a child. And, bulldogs are funny like that. But yeah. Let's see. I think these were some Can Louis studies. Yeah, this elf person. Man, my proportions are so bad. I do need to focus on them a lot more. I drew this elf right next to like a campfire. Thought it'd be fun to just like see that. Some running poses, bottom poses, little exaggerated stuff right here. I think like some parts are referenced and some parts aren't. Character design homework. I'm supposed to basically make a character out of this crown, see what types of words and moods and feelings I feel from looking at these. And in the end, I got these and made these silhouettes. I drew Chun-Li right here. Someone said this looks like a Beast Titan, so I deleted it, but I had to bring it back because, you know. But right here, we got Lady Nagant again. And that's all great. Right over here, more digital drawings. I noticed a lot of my faces are kind of dead, so I decided to just make them smile just a little. And it's pretty funny because like all the eyes I draw, I notice they do not like they're all very different the way they look. But I guess that's kind of cool. But that's more like just me not knowing what to do, so they always end up looking different, which is nice. More backs. Try to do like a cyberpunk thing for imagination, but oh man, does not look good at all. Huh. Broken pose. Ill. Um. Yeah, this was definitely more a figure drawing from Croquis Cafe. It's fun. I kind of like this face right over here. Looks nice. Yeah. Again, faces are still a struggle, and so is hair. So working on that. Let's see. Yeah, this was more figure drawing. I drew more faces. Uh, yeah. Just all that. Usually when I draw like my sketchbook, I don't really want to like. It's awkward to draw like really close to me, so I just like flip it upside down, and then that's why we have like faces that are upside down like that. More butt studies or hip studies, right? Hips are very hard to draw, so I need to practice those because I don't really draw those that much. And this was a perspective study. I thought it'd be fun to do that, so I tried to do it. I forgot the artist's name though, but oh well. Yeah, kind of fun. Oh yeah, people always talk about like adding your own flair to studies, so I wrote down Fortnite over here. I think that's pretty cool. Um, yeah. So these are from Imagination. I think that's Tatsumaki. I think that's Saitama. Yeah, I mean, see, one thing I noticed is that like my torso's like there's a lot of length to it, especially like the mid area. It looks very odd. Like look at that, super weird, very stiff. Decided to just use my pencil for this one. I was probably watching Scissor 7 around this time because I see 7 and Daibao right there. Very cool. Not sure what this is. I hate it. Oh, more random, very random stuff. Yeah, look at this. Look at this tilt. Oh my gosh. Very broken. I need to use more references for these instead of trying to do them from imagination. Let's see. Oh yeah, I was just sketching while on a call. So people were like, draw this or draw that. And this one guy was like, you should draw my favorite lolly. And I was like, okay. So I drew his favorite lolly. Uh, I don't know. It was interesting. Drew some My Hero stuff. All the poses are super broken, so eventually it'll get there to where they look passable, but not right now, not yet. This was a study from Cynic's class. I'm still on the same week, right? So yeah, I just had to render out more food, and I decided to render out an egg. And honestly, this egg looks kind of nice. I'd eat it, you know. Play around with the colors and everything. Looks fun. More sketches on Procreate. All of these are actually from Imagination. It's very odd. I do find them quite fun to do like this, right? We have like Murko, and then we got like one of my friends. Like that's how they would act, right? Yeah. Yeah. So this is why you get a lot of sleep at night because I'm very tired in the mornings. And while I'm at school, like I saw my friend, he's kind of a loser. He was like sleeping right next to me, so I decided to draw him and everything. He's very ugly, very ugly. But yeah, I mean, look how ugly he is. Super ugly. But yeah, let's see. We have some. Oh, there's the chainsaw man, and I drew like a bunch of bullet holes in him. Yeah, weapon man over here, and we got some more animal stuff. I think I was in my fifth period and saw like a animal, and I decided to make it into princess. Right, it's very nice. More poses. Most of the stuff from digital, right? I do these during school, and they're all from imagination. And honestly, the poses don't look awful. Like there's still problems, but they don't look that bad. Okay, they do kind of look. I do like this face. This face looks nice, and I think this is Rebecca. I kind of like the expression where you like have one eyebrow low and one high. Drew a little princess face right there too. Oh, I think I decided to render it. Huh. Yeah. I think this took like what 15 to like 20 minutes to do. Very speedy. Clearly, this was done from imagination because you can see that her eyes are not the same color as her actual character. Like there's no white in her eyes at all. So, yeah. I don't know why I didn't know that. It seemed pretty obvious, but I was at a sushi restaurant, so I was like, okay, why not draw fish? So yeah, I drew a mermaid, drew a fish up front and everything. Honestly, I kind of like this one. It has like a nice little vibe to it. More sketches. Yeah, I am still at the sushi restaurant, so I'm like, yeah, I might as well sketch. I think this is one of those atomic heart robots. Hmm, that's cool. We have some mermaid over here, and I kind of like this pose. Rendering it, you kind of just like I put little soft shadows on it, just for fun. I did like drawing the mermaids, so I decided to draw the mermaids again. A little fun to do, and I'm not sure what this is. So this was a 666K study, one of his water stuff. I decided to try to replicate it, right, with my awesome new color feel powers, right? Um, yeah, and these work, but not that bad overall. More poses from imagination. Uh, yeah, not much I can say here. Oh, yeah, so I was doing more studies, and now I'm like, wow, I want to flip these in space and everything. So I decided to draw like a torso, kind of rotating, some boxes rotating and everything, and drew like a figure but box like T pose, right? These were more Cookies Cafe figure drawings. And yeah, like probably like a minute each or 50, 30 seconds each. I'm not sure how long. I kind of stopped timing them because it's not worth it. Yeah, more figures. Decide to get a little technical and draw like a technical. That's why I said I fucking hate drawing like this because I don't really like drawing really technically, I guess. Kind of boring. But over here, I like this, right? I think I got the perspective pretty good on this right here. So that looks great. The expression here ain't that bad. Huh. I keep drawing bearded people. That is probably either Zom or Psycho. I'm not sure. If you, yeah, very, huh. Oh yeah, so I was in a call in I think the Cypress server, and they were talking about cats and everything, and someone was sending cats in the channel, so I decided to draw the cats, and then they came out pretty expressive. It wasn't really intentional, but they came out expressive regardless. Um, some of these were from imagination, such as these bottom left ones, right? Random eyes and everything, and I think, oh yeah, I was drawing my friend over here. He's such a loser. Oh my gosh. Like, oh my god. Yeah. He was like wearing a mask. I think he was trying to choke me out while I was drawing him over here, but I still drew him. L. Let's see. Just trying to draw like a random events happening. I drew a 6 or 7 characters, and this is like a random witch character. Oh, and I drew Chun-Li box fighting, because like I like box fighting. You know, it's pretty cool in Fortnite, right? It's a method in Fortnite where you like box fight, and it's a really cool way to fight people. More mermaids. This is done in my teacher's classroom. I'm trying to like spread Fortnite propaganda. You'll see later. Let's see. Yeah, so this is my U.S. history room, and I think that's another one of my yeah, it's my friend right there. He's like all dead because he's such a loser. Look at him all dead. And then yeah, that's me all the way in the yeah. I think that's my teacher. Does not look like her at all, but yeah, I think that's what it was supposed to be. I let my friend use my brush pen, and he squeezed it really hard, and then all the ink kind of like went on the page. So you're gonna see, yeah. Oh well, experimented more. I put like contour lines here, but this ended up looking kind of like a body part, which it is not. It's just a contour line. So yeah, but yeah. So this paper really good at absorbing ink, so I can't really smudge it or anything. The smudges are actually from the ink stains on my finger, not actually from the paper. And this is my friend. He wrote down chin knife over here. He wrote chin knife over here too. I didn't have to correct any of that. So I drew some angler fishes, more angler fish. I do like drawing angler fishes. They're pretty fun to draw. I like the teeth and everything. Pretty fun. Uh, again, you can see I write down because I'm like, how the fuck did I think that this head was okay to draw? Like how, look how big that is. Like holy crap. Yeah. So, I think these are like Yo Yoshinari studies. At least this one is. The other ones are just like, nah. These are probably Yo Yoshinari. Yeah. The ones that look good are at least. More pencil sketches. These are just pencil sketches, right? I'm trying to like draw heads, like rotated in space, but the body always gets in the way, so might as well just cut off the head. Kind of works. More Croquis Cafe figure drawings. They're all right. And I try to really play with I guess the curves of the lines and everything, right? Extreme shapes, all that. I don't think it went that well at all, especially for these animals. But I tried, and that's all that matters. This was like, oh yeah, so on the Psycho server, they were doing like a challenge to draw OCs and to draw like Psycho's OC. I never actually posted this because it looks like dog water, and I like, oh gosh, I was very embarrassed that like this had my name on it, you know, but yeah. Ugh. This was week 2 of Cynic's stuff. He was talking about like aesthetically pleasing shapes and all that, and how to simplify all the stuff, make it look good. So I did that too. Kind of fun, very fun. Oh yeah, so there's this guy called like Addison DeFanta, I think, and he has like a pretty unique style, very One Piece like. So I was trying to draw that too. Thought it was fun. These were definitely referenced. Yeah. I'm having trouble like retaining information, especially for poses like these. I will probably have to draw more like these because I suck at them. Yeah, these were. Ah, I saw this one artist in like the Cynic server, and they like draw the characters very cool. So I decided to do like portraits of them. Didn't go well at all. Oh my. More random figure drawing. I decided to like make one look like Chrome. So that that was that. I think this is supposed to be me drawing on my chair, on my iPad. Not proportioned correctly at all though, huh? Yeah, so this was an artist study. I don't know their name, but they were like drawing. And then I was like, oh, I like the pose. So I tried to copy the pose and everything. It looks pretty bad though. I don't like it. It's very odd. Very odd. Yeah, I did some more masculine body types too. These ones done from imagination. Uh, very easy, or not easy. It's a lot more simpler just because like you draw muscle, right? That's all you really gotta do. And we have a Yoshinari study. So he like did a mech robot Gundam looking thing, and I liked that. So I studied it for a little bit, and then I was like, I'm done. Don't need it. And I drew a robot here too. More poses from imagination and hips. I decided to like go a little anatomical with this, so I like kind of drew like half of it skeletal and then half of it muscular. Yeah, it looks all right. Issues, right? But thought it looked pretty cool. And this was a painting, background painting for week 2 of Cynic's stuff. I yeah, I need my backgrounds need work clearly, but yeah, I mean it's a start. Random imagination drawings from again. Yeah. Uh, I tried to draw more robot stuff. I think over here. Thought they were kind of fun to do, but wow, my play with proportions does not really work well because that does not look great at all. Let's see. Yeah, I think I'm like at this point I'm feeling very tired in the day, so my brain just isn't working at all. So yeah, I just start to like you can tell from like just looking at this that like my energy is very low. This is the next day. I saw a mouse and I was like, dang, I want to make a robot out of a mouse. So I like try to use the scrolling wheel, the underside of it, and everything to like try to make a cool robot thing. I also drew Tatsumaki because she's cool and everything. This is yeah, this is like poses from imagination again. They are pretty fun to look at, right? Or not look at to do. Sometimes I like to render it a little bit, or just like shade it a little bit, put some shadow shapes and all that. I think I drew Garo from memory. Look at that. He's like the galaxy version of him. Looks pretty cool. And then I also drew a monkey because animals are just basically we were all built the same, just proportionally very different, right? So all I had to do is like stretch out the arms, and then we got a monkey. Yay! This is a Thanos helmet. I know my friend, he's like really likes Marvel stuff, but personally, I think he's stupid. So, yeah, but yeah, I drew this Thanos helmet and everything. I drew a Polaroid and then more poses. Even more poses. This one was pretty cool actually. I kind of like this one. Very interesting. These ones though, again, you see the issue with the torso. Very, very odd. Let's see. I think I was watching a Psyker stream, and one of the guys, I think his name is like Bob Meatbag, was drawing these like clowns and everything. So I was like, okay, I'll try drawing that too. And it's like pretty simple because it's very I guess the form are very like simple to draw. So I was kind of doing that and everything. Pretty fun to do. Random foliage and a face and a back shot and a rhino. Yeah, not much to do. This is my friend. He's pretty ugly, so I wanted to like exaggerate that like ugliness. He has like a tiny bald spot on his head, and I decided to make it like a little bigger, right? And then yeah, his eyebrows, right, are also like really, they have like, he has, there's like a tiny bald spot there too, so I made it a little bigger too. But the main feature over here is his massive lips. He has like big lips, right? So I decided to make his lips like just a little bigger. And yeah, we got this. Very, the clothing rendering needs work, but I do like the face itself and the ears. Kind of odd. Yeah, this was I tried to do this in one line over here to see how well I knew the pose and everything. And yeah, I got a little tired. So this was all kind of just random stuff. Yeah, and there's more tired sketches. Even more tired sketches. Over here is silhouettes for a character I had to make. It was like a Super Sentai character with a phone instead, though, like based off a phone. So I had to like come up with all these silhouettes. Looks alright. It needs work, but I'll try to create more characters because it's pretty fun to do that. I had to like create composition thumbnails. Don't mind the poses; they're very broken, but I already knew that. So these are just like sketches, right? Yeah, they look pretty. It's fun to like kind of make these, right? And here's my first Fortnite propaganda for the students. I drew like just a figure, very broken. Like ugh. I was too tired to fix it, so I just kind of kept it. But yeah, 1v1 us in Fortnite type of thing. I drew like a portrait of a woman, or if from imagination, and then my friend was like, "That kind of looks like me," and I'm like, all right." So I just kind of did that. And I also drew my classroom. Yeah, it's all right. And this page was pretty fun. I explored a little, right? Did a little running stuff. Drew a self-portrait right here, and just drew someone on their phone. Yeah, fun stuff. Let's see. I think I was at church then this time, and it's kind of funny. I'm drawing like all this demonic stuff during church. You can see this plant thing. I think it was like an OC from the portfolio I had to make. Little plant thingy right there. Just a random, chaotic stuff. More randomness, right? It's very distracting in the church environment where like there's like lots of loud noises and everything. Very hard to concentrate on the drawing, so it becomes more random. I think the figures are based off more of this artist by the name of E Choi. He's like this. I think he's a high schooler, but man, is he good at like drawing? He's very very good. He's super good at cars and everything. It's very nice to see. Yeah, more randomness. Just I'm at church right now, so I can't concentrate. And yeah, after seeing Ichoi, I decided to draw some cars because I got a little inspired, seeing how good those car sketches were. So yeah, these were the cars, and they were pretty fun to do actually. I did like them. And then I decided to draw more hands because I suck at hands, and the only way to get better is to just draw it more, with the intent to get better at them, obviously. But yeah, so these are some hands. Some car sketches, right? It's kind of ironic because like at the time I was drawing cars, my friend actually crashed his car, and he even like totaled it. Yeah, like so it was like perfect timing for me because I think later on I like you'll see me draw like a car on its back, and that's probably because my friend crashed it. Yeah. Oh, this little pyramid thing. It's like cutting out shapes and everything. I saw this one artist by the name of like Orthographic, I think, do it, and I was like, oh, I'll try it too. So yeah, it's when if you can understand form, these are honestly not that hard to do. Yeah, more car sketches. I think the references were at the website called mecum.com. The name is kind of odd, but I assure you it is a car website and pretty good references at that too. More hips right here, cause you know. And yeah, I tried to make like a little mecha robot out of the back of a car. You can kind of like see the headlights over or the backlights over here, but didn't really go that well. Oh well. Oh, so I was just randomly thinking about like anime characters, and I was like, oh, there's that one character like Neferpito, and she kind of a mommy, so I also drew that too. Right. I like this one right here. The eyes look interesting. I do like the style of eye, so I might like try to draw like that later. I drew some more Fortnite characters, right? This is like Jonesy, and this is that one dude, and everything. I think this is the Prowler. Yeah, Fortnite characters are fun to draw. They, I mean, they're just humans, basically, right? I don't know the artist name. I can't pronounce it properly. They go by like Yoyi Yama Mai or something, but yeah, they're really good at. I love the flow of their hair. It looks pretty cool. So I try to draw it like that, right? Yeah. Um. Hmm. Yeah. I just keep focused on the flow, right? How do you like make an aesthetically pleasing randomness to stuff? Very hard to do. More Fortnite propaganda. No one actually added us, and I was kind of sad. So, again, we begged again. I think these are groundhogs. Someone in this one server was like posting them, and I think they look kind of cool, so I decided to draw them too. More, okay, wait. Around this time, I guess I would like drawing from memory is great, but I think I like I don't know. I hit kind of a block in like drawing from memory. So what like started to not draw as much because I just couldn't, you know, like I couldn't really bring out anything. I guess I didn't really have that much of a goal in mind either. But yeah. But after I start like using references and everything, but not this month. Sad, unfortunately. Uh, yeah, some more random poses, random facial expressions. This one right here, they're hard to do. Yeah, just cars and yeah, sharks, all that stuff. This was more Fortnite propaganda. Yeah, this is like a girl. She's looking into a future, and this is supposed to be the Fortnite UI inside like a glass ball. You can like see people adding us to 1v1 us, and she's like, "Dang, that's pretty cool." Again, this was like the next day. Yeah, I really didn't draw that much. And right over here, this is like Chun Li, all surprised because created 2.0, which is now out in Fortnite, is like and that's just crazy. So yeah, I do like Chun Li. She's tall. Um, right over here, I saw like Pluvian Grandis' drawing of a cat with the Naruto thing on it, so I drew that too. I drew it too. And I just drew random animals, all that stuff. Uh, just random poses and facial expressions. Let's see. Yeah, so these were all from memory. I tried to like to draw a body just purely by shapes. At least this one was. I did outline it a little though, so it's odd. These are iterations of that character. The poses are super. Again, they're very stiff and broken, right? Really need to work on that. Yeah, this is just more of the. I had to format it. Right. And over here, we have Fortnite drawings. This is like me reviving my friend, and like I'm calling him a clown just because he is. And then like that's me pickaxing, and that's me holding a sniper and all that. This is like a I think this was in the back of my mind. I was probably thinking about like I think there's like a panel from the manga Hunter x Hunter where like Neferpitou is on like an anthill and it creates this really cool perspective. So I try to recreate that. Look really nice. More random sketches, just faces. The faces are starting to look a little better. They're a little more consistent. I mean, oh yeah. So this was the day where my friend completely totaled his car. So I decided to draw it from imagination, right? You know, make a little story of it. And yeah, this is basically what it looked like, except for the sign that says no parking on it. That's just I added as like a joke. But yeah, yeah. I mean, that car was destroyed. How do you mess up that bad? You know. And yeah, I even decided to make like a animation of how it happened. Cause like, how do you even like flip your car this badly at 20 miles per hour? So I was like thinking, maybe this is how it went and everything. So that's funny. And then over here, oh yeah, this is like a Fortnite animation. I kind of wanted to like draw it like zooming up on someone's face while he's like on top of a 90s cranked build and everything. They're kind of cool. And yeah, like a top view of someone all angry. Looks kind of funny. And then over here, I was drawing my friend again, and I think he tried to choke me out again, but I'm really tall, so like he can't choke me. Oh, and then I decided to draw him like all buff and everything. And no, this is actually how he looks like. This is actually how he looks like and everything. It's pretty cool. Over here, he was in a crowd waiting in a line for food, so I decided to kind of like draw him out along with the other people, and that's like the line for it and everything. I saw Rake, and I tried to get like a Chun Li sticker from him, but he didn't have the right one, so I was sad. So I decided to like draw it from imagination when I was just like laying down, or not laying down, when I was eating food afterwards. That was fun. When I got home, I decided to do some studies of him because I like his work. Very cool. And yeah, this was the one I actually wanted to get, but he didn't have it. Oh well. Oh my god. Okay. So the pages keep getting a lot more interesting. I decided to study his foot drawing, and then I decided to do one from actual reference instead of like looking at his work. I'm not actually into feet. I just studying. It's like I'm studying. It's a study, you know. This is. I also saw an artist called Nine Monkeys. Very cool. I like his stuff. I decided to draw like his robo hand, and then after that, I decided to like make it into Mirko because she's like missing an arm and everything, and I'm like, yeah, I'll do that too. And then I didn't really feel satisfied with this, just mainly because, you know, highly referenced, right? This is basically basically just this is just a copy, right? So then I did one from imagination, and yeah, it looks odd, but fun, very fun, too. I like this, you know, pretty cool. And more random poses, and now with little mech pieces everywhere, just cause I drew those recently. And yeah, more poses, top down view of someone, and yeah, really, I just want to play a lot with detail now, you know, in like a disgusting amount of detail. Like I feel like that's what Nine Monkeys has, right? It's like a very, just an insane amount of detail. Very, very, just a lot to look at, right? So I tried to replicate that feel, and I did that too over here. You know, 1v1 is Fortnite and everything. And then we even put like slips at the bottom for them to take. And a couple people actually took it, but they probably put it in the trash because none of them invited us. Like why? Drew more mech stuff. This was definitely referenced. And yeah, this was also referenced too. And around this time, I'm like, wow, I really want to draw clothing. I'm so bad at it. So like, I'm just thinking about that more while I do more of these like sketches and everything. And around this time, there's this art event going on right now called Chemo 5, where basically you draw every day like a figure thing, And I already do figures every day, so I decide to just join it. It's kind of funny because if you don't stick to it though, you get banned from the server. But yeah, pretty fun event. This is their OC, like it's Scissor Chan, something like that. I decided to draw her. Yeah, these were from imagination. Interior of a car, but more like randomness instead. Drew like a Chun-Li with her eyes and everything. And yeah, just random eyes and everything. And I like this face. I do like these angles, right? Obviously, there's issues to it, but I do like the perspective instead of just a boring front face view, right? And this is where my brain started to like get really like I don't know what to draw. No, because up to that point I haven't actually used any references for these, and I didn't do for this either. So yeah, no one took a slip from because this one was really bad. Oh well. Around this point, I start to realize, wow, my torsos are awful, really long, and my rib cages are also like usually really big. So I try to like take mental note of that when I draw it to kind of fix it up. And yeah, some more random poses. I think this was like inspired from Cycra's pose. He like drew my OC and everything, and it looked really cool. So I decided to draw that too. Yeah, just random doodling. I like the facial pose, so I tried to draw that again. And yeah, I drew more of that plant OC. Really cryptic stuff. And yeah, uh, big rig cage, chicken legs. This is an issue that I will work on. Yeah, I did more figures. These were referenced actually. All of these were referenced. This is like this one artist. He's really good at sketching, and I try to replicate that feel. And yeah, I will probably do more drawings from references later on, just because it is important to do still. So yeah, yeah, those are just more sketches. Yeah, this is back shot of a character I had to make for the Peter Han class. And yeah, we have some more back shots. I draw a lot of those, huh? And then I drew Chun-Li, more Chun-Li, and more faces. Yeah, that was it. Really sad month, honestly. I only drew 149 pages instead of the awesome almost 200 last month. Definitely slowed down, mainly because I guess I was more maybe because I played a little bit of Fortnite, but mainly honestly, nah, it was probably because of Fortnite. No, I played a lot of Fortnite that month. Okay, like a lot, but it's okay because I still draw, and I do plan to get at least 200 this month. Drawing from memory. I can't just keep doing that, you know? I still need to expand my visual library. So, my drawings are going to look a little better this month, probably. Or maybe not. I'm going to experiment a lot more this month, especially with clothing. And since I can't draw clothing, it's obviously not going to look that great. But, yeah. We'll see. Yeah. Thanks for watching. And, here's the Fortnite clip of the month. Boom.
GG. GG. Really.
Heal.